This morning is a good morning for someone. I'm not hearing you at all. I said this morning is a good morning for someone.
Amen.
God is going to remember you and favor you. Jeremiah said in Jeremiah 15 verse 15, he said, "Oh Lord, that knowest, remember me and visit me." There is a God of visitation. He said God visited Sarah as he has spoken. Once there is visitation, there must be a change. Once there is visitation, tears must be wiped out of the eyes of men. Once there is visitation, there must be a change of status. And I believe this morning, someone hearing the sound of my voice, you will be visited.
Amen.
If that amen is louder than your neighbor, you are the one I'm talking to. I say you shall be visited.
Amen.
Shout it louder.
Amen.
Let me hear your voice like a thunder.
Amen.
Are you ready? I said, are you ready? Were you blessed yesterday? How many of you were around yesterday? Can I see your hand? Wow. How many of you were not around? Can I see your hand? Where do you go? Amen. How many of you are here today? You know, there are people that may be around physically, but you can be in church and yet you are not in touch. So, but when your heart is open, anything can happen. I want to say to us, Solomon is a man you need to study in the Bible. Do you know why you study Solomon? Solomon was a man that conquered money. The question I ask myself when people talk about Solomon, Solomon married 700 wives and 300 concubines. What happened to the wives? A man married 10, yet you will see coming. A man married 100, yet you were still excited to be called the wife. Why? Because the man was not empty. He married 1,000 wives and he never settled issue one day. No quarrel, no stress. If there was quarrel, the Bible would have written it down. That there was an issue between Abraham's first wife and 207th number. Solomon's first wife and the 207th numbered wife. No issue because money was involved. Solomon had rest. The Bible said in 1 Kings 5 verse 5, he had rest on every side. Every side. So before you blame a man, check the positive side. When people are always talking about Solomon, Solomon is this, Solomon is this. How come you saw a man with 350 wives? You said to yourself, let me be 351 candidates. So it was not empty. Am I speaking to anyone here? It was not empty. Father fought 66 wars. Solomon did not fight one. There is no place in the Bible recorded that Solomon fought one battle. No place in the Bible. A man married 1,000 wives and yet he built a temple. You that married one wife, what have you built? Hello? Am I speaking to anyone here? But there is something that separated Solomon. If you read 1 Kings verse 3, it says Solomon loved the Lord. His strength was love. Despite his weakness, despite his lapses, his strength was God, I love you. I'm going to pray one prayer. The grace to be better than my father fall on my head. You don't understand what I'm saying, no? There is a grace to be better than your father. If your father built 10 houses, that should be your starting point. It's only a fool that dragged the houses of his father. If you know your future, brother, yesterday greatness cannot be your vision. Oh God said something to me. He said sleep is sweet to those that don't have dream. A man that has a dream, brother, you will not be excited sleeping because your dream will be driving you. You can't sleep. If you have a dream on your head, you can't sleep. Then you sleep, you will sleep. Now, you know, Reverend Fides was saying something, I laugh. You know, people will leave their house and come to church and be sleeping. If you know what is fighting you, you won't sleep. I was speaking with a singer last week, I can't be specific. He said, I want to be like this, I want to be like this, I want to be like this. He was calling names of singers in the world. Let me use the word, as in those that are not Christians. And I said to him, I said, can you do what they are doing? Can you pay the price they are paying? If they said to them, go and sleep in the grave for 7 days, they will obey. But can you stay in church for 7 days without eating? So before you think to be like a man, check the price he has paid. Am I speaking to anyone here? Check the price he has paid. There is grace to be better than my father. Not everybody that followed later Bishop Idahosa is relevant today. Many were washing his clothes, but one carried oil. I am not Gehazi. Gehazi saw grace and he was so interested in the immediate and he forgot the ultimate. The oil to be better than my father fall on my head. Am I speaking to anyone here? There is an oil to be better than my father. A great man of God is in Abuja doing great. One time I saw him inside a flight. And I discovered that from Benin to Abuja, about 45 minutes flight, the guy was writing, shouting. I knew his strength. To gather 5 services is not in dressing, is in capacity. Am I saying something to anyone? You cannot be born by an elephant and you are praying to be big. It's an error for a child of a lion to be begging for fresh meat. Who you resemble? Who you resemble? In Isaiah 8 verse 18, he said, I and the children the Lord has given me, we are made for signs and wonders. Not for sins and blunders. Hello? Okay, open Proverbs so that you understand what I'm saying. Open Proverbs 12. Open Proverbs 12. Proverbs 12. I just want to pick something. Proverbs 12. Proverbs 12. Proverbs 12 verse 1 and verse 2. He said, whosoever loveth instruction, loveth knowledge. But he who hate correction is what? I'm not the one that said it. It's the scripture. He said, a good man obtain favor from the Lord. But a man of wicked intention, he shall condemn. Open to that same proverb again. I like what he said in Proverbs 19. Proverbs 19, let's just read verse 15. Verse 15. He said, laziness casts one into a deep sleep, But an idle man will suffer what? Laziness cast a man to a deep sleep. So anytime you sleep deep, you are lazy. Sometimes my wife will ask me, don't you sleep? I say, how can I sleep with all this trouble around me? You don't understand what I'm saying, no? Some people can sleep and sleep. They are winning sleeping competition. When you know what is pursuing you, when you know that your children will ask you questions tomorrow, you won't sleep. You won't sleep. You don't understand what I'm saying, no? You won't sleep. You won't sleep. You won't sleep. My daughter one day, I was not around. None of the cars were around, so they used church bus to go and pick her from school. She didn't enter. She said to the evangelist that came to pick her, I said, where is my father's car? I said, carry the car back. Go and bring my daddy's car. So if I know that I have such expectation from my daughter, I should not sleep. Because it's an error for a car not to be available. If you know that your wife will ask you questions, brother, you won't be comfortable sleeping. Imagine what happened to Peter in Luke chapter 5. The Bible said he was washing the net. What will Peter say to the wife? Our names on the junction. Wilfred pass this way, Bright pass this way, Austin pass this way. You don't understand what I'm saying? So if I'm telling you the truth, so that tomorrow your children will not ask you questions. Daddy, you are 45 years. What have you achieved? The children of these days, they will ask you face to face. They will not say behind you. They say, Daddy, come. I want to ask you a question. How old are you? If you are ready, stand to your feet. I just want to take a few prayers. Then I will tell us the mind of God. But please, this one is very, very important. The grace to be better than my father. Do you know when Elisha was following Elijah? Do you know when Elisha was following Elijah? The Bible said when they crossed the river, I believe the river was saying to Elisha, not be to cross, not to come back. There are people watching you now, not be to carry Bible. Let this Bible produce for you. So it's an error to come back from a fire night and there is nothing to show. The river was excited. He said, follow your master. Let me see how you come back. But when Elisha was coming back, he knew the key. He knew what to do. He got to the river. He did not struggle with the river. He said, the God of my father. You don't understand what I'm saying, no? You don't understand what I'm saying. There is a grace to be better than your father. Your father cannot build a mud house and you are excited because you build one room. Am I talking to anyone here? A great man is in Abuja. Listen, if I don't know about Abuja, I'm talking because I know them. The man is a motivational preacher. Recently, last year now, he's using private jet, going everywhere. Given to him by a member. Pastor, if you want to travel, use private jet. He does not kill demon. You can see for people. Unless you see for yourself, you are a fake prophet. Don't tell me you see for people. See for yourself first. What God cannot do for you, God should not do through you. An anointed, powerful, ignorant, poverty man is like an herbalist on the altar. By your suit, you are disgraced. Am I speaking to anybody here? The grace to be better than my father fall on my head. I am tired of sharing stories without evidence. Hello? Hello? Look at me. Ministry has changed. Ministry has passed the level of good morning, Jesus. Good morning. He has passed. He has passed. Am I talking to anyone here? He has passed. I will enter his gate with thanksgiving in mind. He has passed. When are you going to enter? You sang it last 3 years. You sang it last 4 years. When are you entering this gate? Enter this gate and let us sleep. The Lord will bless someone today. The Lord will bless someone today. It may be you, confused. It may be me. No, sir. His word is yeah and amen. Am I speaking to anybody here? The grace to be better than my father. Follow my hair. There is one thing I cherish about this ministry, and there is one thing also I cherish about the ministry which I will not call the name. Anywhere they enter, they expand. Why? Because there is an oil. It depends on the owner. Money is a bad master, but a good servant. God will only be angry with you when money becomes your master. I tell a question. Who will miss choir practice? This one, empty shouting. You didn't come for rehearsal. Poverty is involved. Poverty is involved. Poverty is involved. You don't understand what I'm saying? No? The kind of money we are talking about now is not where 2 or 3 are gathered. We are talking of money that will confuse you first. When you see the money, you just be confused. Say, let me be this, let me be this, let me be this, let me be this. Let me be this. It will first confuse you. You start looking at yourself. What I'm saying. There is a grace to be better. Better than my father. I will be envious of Reverend Fidelis when I don't have. When I have, when you shine your shine, I shine my shine. This is not relevant. Be well. You don't need to pray. When your wife is sick, just bring us some few dollars and just say, get up, get up, get up, get up. There is, oh God, you don't understand what I'm saying. There is no demon anywhere. No demon. Have you seen children? Have you seen children that are possessed before? He said the children is possessed. He ate witch. He ate witch. Check the children. There are witches that don't enter some private school. Who will pay their transport? Check the children that ate witch. They will use either buff. Wish not get money to buy fried rice. You don't understand what I'm saying? There is a grace. There is a grace. There is a grace. One day we were flying. I think it was from Liberia. The last time we went for Liberia. There was no flight anywhere. They closed the stadium. They closed the airport. They said no flight. And Papa had a program the next day. It was on Friday morning in Ibadan. Then at the end of the day, we have to shut out a private only for B5 of us inside that flight. We are talking where people that have good head. We're talking where. Talking where. Less than 1 hour, we landed. just landed and we move again. Ministry easy. Let's say you're hungry. You look at somebody's close to you now, you're hungry. It's because you are poor. Can I tell you the truth? Your friend. He didn't say, where are we going to get money to borrow? He said, where are we going to buy bread to buy? When what will help you is what you are fighting. Just imagine how you will be helped. What the father rejected became food for Gehazi to eat. That was how he ended up his life. But a father looked at another father and said, what do you want from me? He said, double portion. It's okay. If you see me go. What he was trying to say, don't be distracted. There are many things that will distract you. People will come. Sons of the prophet will come to distract you. The fire will come. Look at what happened. The Bible said the fire came. The storm came. But it was not distracted. Do you know what is called fire? Fire came. The wind came. But yet the father was going. He said, my father, my father. Not be so. You want to go? Why? Because he said, when you see me, go. Your father is not wicked, but he wants you to pass the test. If you don't pass it, you can't grow. Stand. 2 prayers. Are you ready to pray? Say, my father, my father.
My father, my father.
Don't worry. If somebody close to you is not praying, don't worry. When landlord is knocking at the door, he will pray. It was those days I struggle with member to pray. No, I don't struggle with member to pray these days. If you like, pray. If you like, can't sleep. In short, let them give you volume 5 to sleep well. When landlord is knocking, that time you will be the one praying emergency prayer. Say, my father, my father.
My father, my father.
Listen, I'm hearing something now. Write the name of your father on a piece of paper. Hold it. In short, write the village. How the village join. I must be better than my father. What stopped my father will not stop me. I'm not saying you give me. Write it on your own. Hold it. You are going to use it to pray. What stopped my father? Call your father's name. Write the name down. Write the village. Please do that fast. Do that fast. Do that fast. Do that fast. There is a grace to be better than my father. There is an oil. There is an auction to be better than my father. Please stand. Stand to your feet. God is in a hurry to bless somebody. Stand. Just hold that paper in your hand. Just one. That one alone. The one that carries the name and the village. If you don't know the name of your village, something is wrong somewhere. Write it. Write it. Forget that you're in Lagos. You came from somewhere. You came from somewhere. Say, my father, my father. Somebody is ready for the miracle. Lift that paper above your head. Say, my father, my father.
My father, my father.
As I pray now. The grace to be better. Than my father. Follow my head. Say, my father, my father. Oh God that knows my foundation. The grace to be better than my father. Follow my head. Clap your hands Jesus. Listen. I shall help them. If you read Proverbs 19 verse 4, it said, wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from his friend. Wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from the friend. One prayer you are going to pray. Oh God, butter my feet. That you are everywhere does not mean you are popular. When God butter your feet, he will lead you. You don't understand what I'm saying? Butter my feet. Butter my feet. Wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from his labor. Proverbs 19 verse 4. God said to me years and years ago, he said, poverty is an orphan, but prosperity has relatives. Nobody relates with the poor. No matter how polished you are. The Bible said in Proverbs, he said the wise man giveth wisdom. But brother, because he was poor, his wisdom was useless. A PhD holder without nothing to show is pushed him down. A graduate without evidence is a granite. Father, butter my feet. I am tired of walking and nothing to show. Butter my feet. You have your CV, you are carrying it everywhere, and no evidence. It's because God has not buttered your feet. God has not buttered your feet. When God butters your feet, level changes. I'm telling you the truth. Level changes. Level changes when God butters your feet. A great man is in Calabar. He's a preacher. One time God said to him, go and give money to another pastor in the same Calabar. And he emptied his account. He was building, but God said to him, empty your account. Empty everything you have. Both your personal account and church account. He obeyed God, followed God. God directed him to the man of God. Dropped the money in the hands of the man of God. The man of God said, God bless you. Didn't pray any prayer. That guy was having program in this Lagos. He flew to Lagos. When he was going back, God said to him, enter the business class. And he said to God, all I have, I have given. I don't have money. Even the economy I'm flying now is by his grace. God said, enter the business class. He looked for money, upgraded himself, enter the business class. The flight took off less than 10 minutes. Somebody was holding his chest. And he said, Pastor, please pray for me. He said, how do you know I'm a pastor? He said, I saw you on TV. Laid hand, pray for the man. The man was okay. They left. Still inside the flight. The man said, Pastor, please, can you give me your number? The man was angry. He said, do I know you before? Why should I give you my number? He didn't give the man. Because the man was not looking like the future. Don't look down on me because of what I'm wearing. Landed in Calabar. When the pastor saw the convoy that was waiting for this young man, the pastor followed this young man. He said, please, you were asking for my number. Is it Glow? Is it MTN? Which of the number do you want? To cut the long story short, in 3 months, he gave this pastor 60 million. In 3 months. What? He saw him inside the flight. Not be all journey you supposed to go. Ask God question. Ask God question. Papa said that your phone is busy does not mean you are popular. Who called? One relevant call is better than 2 million useless calls. Can you say you have a friend, he's flashing you, please can you call back? Is that a friend? That is a missed call. So harden to miss friend. The flash. Butter my feet. You can't meet a real man and your life remain the same. I'm telling you the truth. I told sisters yesterday, your prayer point is easy. What is your prayer point? Oh God, give me a good man. The prayer point is easy. This one you are looking for money to buy makeup. One good man is enough. Butter my feet. May I enter the boutique when the man that will change my life will be there. You know, this is here. There are some journey we have traveled to, brother. Just one good man. You just keep laughing. You just people are just looking at you. You are laughing. Have you seen when a man is dancing on the road without music? Now let one day hear him. If they dance, you got to see the man they dance. Say this man they color. Yes, something enter that make him to be a madman. Why? Because God has bought his feet. Not just leaving your house. Am I speaking to anyone here? Not just leaving your house. Oh God, as I am living today, may I meet the right man. Somebody that will make me laugh. Somebody that will change my status. There was a positive setup in the book of Ruth. Naomi said to Ruth, he said, just go there. Lie there. Don't introduce yourself. Butter will introduce you. You are the one. When somebody says you don't know me, it means the person is a nobody. Have you seen people that say, don't you know me? You are a nobody. If you are somebody, your name should introduce you. He said, are you not afraid of me? Don't you know me? You are a nobody. If truly you are somebody, you don't need to introduce yourself. Butter will introduce you. Oh God, butter my feet. I am tired of struggling. I am tired of counting years and nothing to show. Happy New Year without nothing new is a waste of year. I'm telling you the truth. 2017 is running and running and running. Today is 17. 6 months and 13 days to go. is not waiting for anyone. Until God butter your feet, there may not be change. Am I speaking to anyone here? Please stand to your feet. Hold that same paper in your hand. You are going to say, my Father, my Father.
My Father, my Father.
Oh God that knows my foundation.
Oh God that knows my
Oh
foundation.
God that knows my background.
Oh God that knows my
As I
background.
pray now.
As I pray now.
Butter my, I'm going to